Underneath, go under.
There are millions of fish out here, guys. Millions. That's one way to let it go.
Triple hook up.
G'day and welcome to Big Fish Small Boats. I'm Al McGlashan. Now today we planned an early start, but things don't always go to plan. At the boat ramp there's some poor bloke there with his car drowned. Hopefully he's got Club Marine insurance. But today we're going to sea finally, and we've got a plan. We're going to catch a big kingfish and we're going to cook it up. Bart from Club Marine, who does all their beautiful cooking, is going to show us how to make a kingfish into a beautiful meal. Well, that's one thing about fishermen, all boaties, is that we work together, you know. Got down the ramp, we're planning an early start, and there's a car sitting off the end of the ramp there. So, went home, got the tow rope, did everything, pulled it out, and we got one drowned car, but at least his boat's all right. So the boys at Club Marine will be happy. Now, we're going fishing.
And for our first stop, we headed straight for the infamous Long Reef off Sydney.
Now, we're running two live baits. We have one on the overhead with a Terrigal and the fancy new ballistic rod, brand new, never been used. That's sitting on the surface. Secondly, we have one with a sinker. So obviously then we're just staggering it through the water column. And the brand new Stella. Oh yeah, I want to catch my first one on that. And we're going to slow troll them up along this edge. There's a ledge here and we're running up along the edge of it. We've got a mission today because we've got Shannon's out with us again, and of course Vic's here. We're meant to catch this kingy, and I know we let a lot of fish go, but this time we're adding him to the menu. He's going to be dinner. We've been promised that these fish, exceptional eating, we just need to catch one.
So these are those little guards we caught the other day. They're only small, probably not good enough to eat, so I kept a few for bait. Very simple, just going to put the tuna circle up underneath there, do the hard part of his top jaw.
So it pins top and bottom, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just symmetrical, so he's going to swim nicely. You just pop the back a bit. We give him a bit of a swim. And we'll stick him out, see how we go.
And with the Polaroids, like proper ones like these, is you can actually see the fish. And, you know, if you take them off and look, it's really hard, and I suppose through the lens you can't really see it as well. Put on a good pair, and you hook up the fish.
Amazing how hard they pull, eh?
I know.
Myself, mate. It's maybe legal.
Pretty close.
Little tuna circle in the corner.
Pretty close. You can see there, circle hook's right in the corner. Now, what's really interesting with what we did there is that Vic caught some gars the other day, and he had that just skipping on the back, didn't he? Skipping out the top there, and caught it. I've got the biggest live bait on earth, catching nothing. Shannon's got a yakka, and the little gari, the dead gar, did it. So liveys aren't always the best. Poppers sometimes, but if you mix up your options, you know, maybe we'll let him go, and I reckon we get a bigger one.
Yeah, we get it.
What we want to do there is during the initial stages of the fight is to get that fish. You want him to get up off the bottom there. So I'm going to smooth this one out of the way for Vic. And you want to change the angle a bit, just to change it. And that way you get him out. And as you can see, we're getting drilled a few times on the lighter gear. Just keep going forward a little bit so you get a bit of angle on him. And I'll tell you what, we had to upgrade the gear, but again, still the garfish. Well overused. Fish with him. Neutral? Nice little fish, huh?
Yep. Same size again, I think.
He's alright, got a lovely little king. I think picked him up. He's not a bad little fish, I think he goes 65. Probably not that makes him look bigger. Pretty little fish. What do you reckon? We'll measure it. But you can see there, tip to the tail. To the tail he's 70, just under 68. But you know what? We might let him go, because I reckon if we're going to get one for dinner, we're going to catch a good one for it, I reckon.
Alright, we'll let him go.
Well, so far, I've stuffed up 3 slimies. One got snagged and 2 got pulled, or 1 died and then the other one we pulled the hooks on him. So this one is it. This is like the last slimy it has to produce. There's one on that one there. Shannon, the one next to you. So while Shannon's doing that, I will focus on this one. You get a double. We'll get a fish. No, Shannon, there was one sniffing at it.
Fair enough.
Oh my God, you're wild. Got a bite there, Shannon. Oh, he's on. He's on. I'd love to see this one on my big gear go off.
This is my first fish on your boat.
Yeah. After the Dewey's fishing saga that you forced into.
Hey, I got them for you. They always shrink, Al. You should know that. They always shrink. You get into the boat and they go tiny.
Mine grow, mate. Mine grow. Now the problem we get with these light leaders is they're hard to land. So with a fish like Shannon's, you get landing nets that's specially made for Shannon fish. And here it is. Look at that. We actually use it for bait. Shannon uses it to catch real fish. Sit on there. Now you said that was a good fish. That would be a keeper. I can pretty much assure you that that is not a legal king. And anyone that kept that, well,
I told you they always shrink.
They shrink all right. Still a pretty little fish. Gave Shannon a good run. There we go.
What about 8-10 pound?
Well, things haven't gone to plan, I don't think. There's certainly a few kings up here at Long Reef, but not really quite the size we're after. I'll tell you what, I think it's time we moved. Might have to give old Scotty Thorrington a call and see how it's going up at Terrigal. Maybe we'll check on the way back, but I'll tell you one thing, the spot ain't producing. Oh, you fish, Jonathan!
Coming up, we hit Salmon Central.
Well, being fishermen, we can't help ourselves. We dropped Vic off, we're going up the coast tomorrow. We still need that big king. But look at this. There's something going on here, I reckon there's a few fish here. And poor old Shannon needs to redeem himself. Oh, Shannon, you haven't caught one. And I'm on. It's a jumper. Woohoo! Catch your fish, mate. You're not going to catch one because Shannon still hasn't caught a fish. Woohoo! How good is this? You know what? I gotta say, I love catching salmon. People go, oh, it's a salmon. Bugger that. These things fight amazing. They jump, they carry on, they do everything. And on light tackle like this, they are absolutely awesome. I'd offer to bring you in on this conversation, Shannon, but you know, I understand that. I understand that you haven't experienced that amazing feeling of catching a big salmon.
So, mate, I caught kingfish today.
Beautiful salmon. Have a look at this, Shannon. This is something you haven't seen yet today. You have not experienced this lovely fish. Come in here, mate. Chuck in here. Don't hide in the corner.
Well, I was going to hide in shame.
Because I was going to teach you what a salmon is. Look at that. That's a salmon. It's a beautiful little fish. Great sporting fish. On the tube, pretty average to put it bluntly. Why they call them salmon, honestly can't see. Obviously early settlers, you know, came out from England and went, wow, that looks like a salmon. I don't know what they were smoking in those days because that does not look like an Atlantic or a quitted salmon to me. But they're a great sporting fish. Maybe that's what they had in common.
Maybe.
Now, if there's one thing that's vital for catching all big fish in salt water, it's a tide guide. The tide is what dictates all life in the ocean, from the estuaries to offshore. Doesn't matter. The build up to the tide offshore is generally when you get a good boat. In the estuaries, you run out of tide, you get your flatties. Everything is dictated by this. So for fishermen, this is your Bible. And the best part is, if you go to somewhere like the Complete Angler, you pick them up for free. So there's no excuse, have a tide guide and you'll catch more fish. Come on. You know you're never going to live this down if I catch one in front of you again. Are you watching? Are you watching? Oh, I missed him. He flicked it out of the water. That's a fish. Oh, yeah, he's done it! Look at the boil. Oh, it's a jumper. Right into the sun, just making it hard for poor old Paulie, the cameraman. Oh, yeah, look at that go. Look at it. Oh, okay, maybe I put too much pressure on that one. That doesn't count. I'm gonna catch another one as soon as we get there. I'm gonna stay attached to this one. Probably Shannon won't know what hit him. Slow down, Shannon, just here. Let me show you, you put me downwind, but anyway, that's all right. I will still catch one. Oh! Harbour Bridge in the background. Look at him, Shannon, get a cast in, mate. What are you doing? I don't care what anyone says, this is fun. We're fishing the heavy tackle to get a big king, and so those little ones aren't a lot of fun. But I tell you what, this is fun. The only thing that makes this even more fun, a few cans. Now these salmon are found all the way around from southern Western Australia, all the way up the east coast, as far now as, well, pretty much up to Brisbane. There you go. Oh, perfect release. That is a tiny tailor. And you know what that means? The day is done, and unfortunately, Shannon, your salmon catching skills are up there with jewfish from season 1, except it didn't take as long to work it out. Now, we still need that big king, so we need to go home, get the boat packed, because I'm going up the coast. I still want a kingie. Bart's going to kill me if I don't get him this fish. I need a big kingie.
And remember, don't forget to check out the website bfsb.com.au, and of course, follow us on Facebook. Coming up, finally we hooked the big king.
Have a look at that baby. Nice big solid king. Today we're at Terrigal and we're doing something a little bit different. We're taking on the big boys. Scotty Thorrington, he runs Haven Charters and he's a local guru at catching big kings. So today we're going to beat him out of a small boat. First, we've got to catch some bait. This is the best way to catch your bait. Just keep going, don't stop. Now this is the important way. Catching bait is really important. When you have Junior there, you do it the easy way. Look at that. These guys have caught 6. I've caught about 30. Took me by surprise. Oh, come on. It's not bad. We've been working and it's been a state of despair for us because I came up. Sorry, I was struggling a bit there. We left at 4 o'clock in the morning and it's a good fish. 4 o'clock in the morning. We got up here in the spot where all the kings have been. We get there, there's nothing, it's dead. So we've just moved up a bit wider, a bit further north onto another of Scotty's secret spots. Drop the gear down, we're all having a yarn. I've got a bite straight away. Now, the best part is, here comes Scotty. He's going to be looking at us going, they're gurus, they're gurus. Oh yeah, that's the colour. That's right. Oh, that's a good kingie. Oh yes! Oh yeah! Have a look at this. There you go, mate. This is the only downside to the crew is getting them to work. Look at that. Have a look at that baby. Nice big solid kick. What do you reckon, Vic? 90 centimetres? And you know the best part, and this is probably the most important thing, is that we've now got that fish for Bart. The Club Marine's cook up. You beauty! Well, it seems Scotty's gone missing, you know. We caught that first fish, so we're up on him straight away. I reckon it's hurt his pride. He's gone walkabout. We know he's got a fish, so we're equal. But, as you can see, he's gone to his secret spot and left us. We'll just have to persevere for a bit longer. Now, one of the great things of fishing is that you get to eat what you catch. And there's something very rewarding about that. But if there's one tip I can offer, it's to look after your fish. So, when you catch a beautiful kingfish like this one, it sounds a bit gruesome, but cut the throat. Lead the fish out. And secondly, and most importantly, get the fish straight on ice, and that way, it'll get that core temperature down, and I guarantee it will taste awesome. Absolutely spectacular.
Make yourself the complete angler by winning the ultimate fishing prize, a bluefin drifter 3.8 with casting deck and full floor. Powered by a Honda BF24 stroke, sitting pretty on a Dumbier trailer. Plus safety equipment and full comprehensive boat insurance with Club Marine. Registered, it's on the water, but that's not all. There's $1,000 worth of Shimano gear to get you into the action. That's a total of $12,000 in prizes. And how easy is it to enter? Just buy any product at The Complete Angler for your chance to win. For full terms and conditions, visit completeangler.com.au. The Complete Angler, supplying fishermen with the complete fishing experience since 1967.
Well, I tell you what, we worked hard for that kingy. We fished Sydney, went all the way up to Terrigal. We finally got a good kingy. And as I promised, I've got Bart from Club Marine. We're going to cook it.
We are. We're going to grill it with some great little flavours and a delicious little summer salad.
I reckon. Okay, what's my first step?
Okay, what I want to do there is cut that into 4 pieces.
So like so, about there?
Yeah, that's fine.
About that?
Yep.
And about there?
Yeah, we'll have 2 pieces each. Yeah, some good Australian olive oil, just a good splash over the fish. And
give you that
you can just give that a little touch with the salt flakes.
I'm going to be a cook at the end of this.
Yeah, your wife's going to love you.
No, she's going to make me do the work.
I love pepper, so let's give that a couple of good twists on each piece.
So like about so?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and what I'm going to do there is just give that a little bit of a twist. Now, I just want to show you something. See, there's a bloodline?
Yeah.
We always cook the presentation side first. So we're going to actually...
So that's obviously, that'll be the downside?
That's right. So we go straight on. Presentation side first, which will be...
That's a good little tip.
Yeah. There we are. You know, nice and hot. Let's cook this one as well.
As well, because I'm hungry.
All right. Now, I just want some nice caramelisation, but I want to see a nice pink seam in the middle. So let's have a quick look.
Oh, beautiful.
So we have nice even colour, you know, and that's nice and crispy. So we'll whack those over. And that tail's going to come off shortly because it's small, it's going to cook quicker. You know, and that's just sitting on charcoal. There's charcoal, there's no gas under there, there's charcoal under that plate. Are these good? All right. So very happy with those. Place those on. Look at that, just, you know, you can see as I squeeze it, there's a little, you know, puff of juice, so you know it's nice and moist. Yep. Gonna let that sit for a moment. All right. It's presentation time.
Oh, this is where I usually fail.
No, this is...
But...
Can I just have a little bit of a look here? So what we do... Yeah.
You can see he's not trusting. He's looking at it going, oh, McGlasham, what are you going to do?
All right, so I'm just going to do a nice little dollop on there and just hold the pan.
Gotcha.
And I just want to just push it down a little bit like that. Yeah, just hold that and I'll just grab some of these pieces and I just want to go 2 like that. Delicious. So you can see it's sort of that's holding the fish there.
Yeah.
And with a bit of height, it has 3 dimensions, so it's really good. That's the kitchen hands for later.
Beautiful.
And now, can you grab the salad?
This little baby just here.
That's it. And just gently put it on that side there. The whole lot. It's 1 portion.
Just like so.
Yeah. That's it.
Put that last little bit on there.
And you know what we try and do is sometimes is just to give it a little bit of a touch up. Just a little flick of oil.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, and what it does, it actually mixes with the vinegar, and you get this sort of glistening effect on the side. So there we are.
And that's it. That's what you do with kingfish. All that time that we work to do this, to go and catch that fish, tell you what, it's made it worthwhile.
Now, at the end of the year, there's a new magazine called Gourmet Delights. It's the Club Marine magazine. Well, it's actually a cookbook. I've been working on that for the last 6 years. This is one of those recipes that's in there. And the idea is, look, it's healthy, delicious, easy, and you can do that for your family, or that can be part of a great dinner party for your friends, you know, with a bottle of wine.
I reckon that point of being easy, because like we said, a lot of people look at fishing like, oh, it's a bit hard, you know, and when they do it, they muck it up, they overcook it as a general rule. So something simple like that's great. Because how many recipes you got now, I suppose?
There's about 190 pages. It's coming out in mid-November this year at every news agency in New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, rightio.
And the launch date for this is October 11 at the Club Marine Mandurah Boat Show.
Now, there are 3 tips we can offer that'll help you catch more fish, thanks to Club Marine magazine. First and foremost, use your electronics. Use the sounder to mark the fish up, then use your GPS to get right in on top of them and staying quite on top of the fish. Secondly, use braid. Braid's the only thing to use for this deep water because it just gives you greater sensitivity. But of course, don't fish like gear. These kings are big, so fish heavy. And finally, and probably the most important, try and fish a mix of baits if you can. In this case, we had yakkers and slimies. Occasionally put a jig down as well. Because if you spice it up, you might find that one day they're on yakkers or one day they're on slimies. So spice it up and you'll get a bit more.